welcome to Devon Monk's Works and Worlds. We are on Monday Monk 61, and I only know that because I checked before I started filming. Welcome here. If you have joined me on a Monday, I hope your week is going well so far. And if you have found me some other day, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. I want to say just real quick, thank you to the new people who have signed up for my newsletter, which is where I do give away the knit toys once a month. It's great to have you along. And hello, welcome to the new people who have stopped by the channel, and mwah, mwah, kisses to all the people who have come by every week. It's great to see you. Okay, so let's just move on to what we cover every week, which is how is writing going, how is knitting going, and how's it going in Monkland in general. Writing. Writing's going well, a little slowly right now because I'm handling a lot of behind the scenes stuff, which is like handling a lot of the things that aren't actually the writing of the novel part of this career. So that has to do with like web page updates, new covers for some books that are coming out. Oh, that's pretty cool. And like I said last week, writing some back cover copy or the backs of the books where it kind of summarizes what's in the book. All that stuff takes some time, and I found that I wasn't really writing much last week. So I'm gonna have to get on the ball this week. Get more done. So writing is going well. It's just not actually, I'm not producing novel words. I didn't last week. So fingers crossed for this week. Fingers crossed for this week. Okay. Well, that's a quick update. What else? How is knitting going? Knitting is going well. Thank you. I am almost done with the project that I was working on, which is a family gift, and I should be giving that in the next day or so. And this little TV was the knit toy that was given away in my newsletter. I haven't had the winner contact me yet, so he's going to hang out here until the winner contacts me. If the winner doesn't contact me, then I will draw a new winner in, well, it's a random number generator, but I will randomly number generate a new winner in, I want to say April, but we're in May. Holy moly, the year's going by fast. Okay, in May, yes. So we'll see if he gets picked up by his winner. If not, he's up for grabs again in the newsletter, which is why it's good to sign up for the newsletter. Okay, so knitting is going well. The next thing is just Monk in general. And I know I keep talking about the garden and the weather. So you think I wouldn't do that this time, but no, I'm going to talk about the garden and the weather again. It snowed this morning. It is April 3rd and it snowed. I don't remember a lot of Aprils in Oregon ever having snow. This is very unusual. It didn't stick. I mean, it snowed and then it rained and it was rain snow, and now it's sunshiny. I mean, I was outside barefoot just a little bit ago, but it snowed this morning. So like between the hours of this morning and this afternoon when I'm filming this, that's quite a lot of weather. Yeah. So spring is still being a little wintry. It was hailing when I turned on the recorder just now, like coming down, just curtains of hail. So we're not in the sunny spring yet. That being said, it doesn't look like we're going to get much below freezing toward the end of this week. And so we might actually put in the garden. We might risk it. I mean, really, I think things will be fine. We've put things in the garden before, and you know, it's always a gamble if things are going to grow. Hold on just a second. Something is coming undone behind me. Hold on. So I just had a little technical difficulty with the recording. Something fell down, but I think everything's okay now. So we'll just scoot on into the last half of this, or last little bit, which is, yeah, we will hopefully be putting in the garden. And there's a lot of things to do now that April is here, a lot of spring cleaning and yard work and all that good stuff. And, you know, also enjoying the sunny days. You got to do that too. So, I did say last week that I was going to do some decluttering, and I did a little bit. I decided to start with some lined notebooks that I had on my shelves in my office. I thought I probably can get rid of most of those lined notebooks, but I wanted to go through them to make sure that there wasn't something very important in them. And mostly they were filled with grocery lists and plans for things that had to happen around the house, and notes about what I needed to pick up where, and those kinds of just, you know, errand type things. And word counts. I tend to write how many words I've written, sometimes in 100-word increments, or sometimes I count down from the goal that I have for the day and count down how many words I've gotten so far. So there's just sheets and sheets of numbers. And I know that's me, you know, doing word counts on whichever project I was on. But I did find one paper that I thought was pretty fun, and I saved it. I didn't save the word counts or the grocery lists. Who cares? At the time it's important, but it's not important now. So on this piece of paper, which has a list that says, here, I'll just do this. I'll show you this list. It has it has some things crossed off. It has showers, groceries, hamburgers, pump. What is that? Untape, a board, and then clean bathroom and take garbage and mow. Apparently it was sometime in the summertime. I don't know quite all what we were doing, but we were doing things. Okay, so, but after all of that little to-do list is done and it's all crossed off, underneath it are a list of names. And I was trying to think of what these names were for, and I realized that this was when I was going to begin the Ordinary Magic books, and I was trying to decide what Delaney's last name would be. And I you know it when you see it. Like when it comes to characters, for me, their names are right when it sounds right to me. And so I went through a few last names to see if it made sense for Delaney, and I'm going to share a couple of them with you. One of them was Spires, Delaney Spires. Now, if you haven't read these books, her last name is Delaney Reed, R-E-E-D. I think it works perfectly, partly because there's a town on the real Oregon coast called Reedsport, and it just felt like it fit in with the Oregon kind of names. But I tried a lot of other names on her first. So I tried Spires. I tried Fike, F-I-K-E. Apparently I thought that was a good last name for her. Delaney Fike. Does that sound right? I apparently didn't, because I didn't keep it. I also kept, I tried Thorpe, Delaney Thorpe. How about that? Nelson, Delaney Nelson. Scott, Delaney Scott. What else did I pick? Hoyt, Delaney Hoyt. Rigby, Delaney Rigby. So yeah, I tried a bunch of different names, and the one that went out was Delaney Reed, and I'm kind of glad, because that seems right to me. You know, I don't think I would have enjoyed Delaney Fike. That just doesn't it doesn't sound right. So yeah, so that's one of the ways that I narrow down names, is I find a bunch that I like, I write them down, and then I just say them to myself over and over again and out loud. And I can tell if it sounds right. Also, a thing about names in books is I tend to try to keep the first consonant. So like Delaney Reed, and then I wouldn't probably give somebody else or a lot of people a DR as a name initial in the books, or a last name that's close to Reed. Like I wouldn't do R-E-E-D and R-E-I-D in a book, because it's, when you're reading, it's pretty your eye will skim over it, and you can confuse the characters. So one little piece of advice that they give you when you first start writing fiction is make sure that your character names are far enough apart that you don't, that the reader doesn't immediately mix them up when they're reading, especially if they're reading quickly. So anyway, Delaney Reed, that's how she came about. So yeah, that's it. You know, I said it was going to be more interesting this week, but it's not true. And I've got stuff to do, and I'm sure you do too, but I really appreciate you spending a little time here with me, and I hope I will see you again soon. Oh, remember, sign up for the newsletter if you want to see more about what toys are being given out and news about books. And also I will show the toy that I finished knitting, that I will finish knitting in the next couple of days. I'll show that next Monday. So until next Monday, bye for now.